an atom split.
Guys, welcome back. Pro League continues. We are right now watching some action going into game number 3. AR, they are at the bottom of the Pro League leaderboard. They need to stay perfect throughout the remainder of their games. They made a big roster swap tonight. Anticity is sitting out. Remy is in the action, and we just had a player lag out as the first round was getting loaded up here. But so far, casters, break it down for me. I'm Coach Puckett tonight with Air Landon and Saint. These are my two contestants representing Team Puckett. Landon, start things off for me. How is AR playing tonight? How did they get up 2-0?
Oh man, they've just played dominant throughout these first two games. They took the retreat 249 to 123, and they took that last S&D 6-2. Honestly, they've just been outplaying them, and thanks to the likes of Remy in that second game, and to I believe Spacely getting that 50 bomb in the first game. They've just really had someone always step up in one of those two games, and that's ended up making them really dominate these first couple of games in the series. And might be thinking in my mind, they might be realizing that we can't lose another game. They might be in the back of their minds that maybe that motivation to keep them going. So right now, it's definitely in favor of automatic reload. Obviously up 2-0, but ON's gonna have to come up with something pretty big if they want to stay in this series for sure.
Saying as the game is loading up, I saw a tweet last night from Spacely and then another one from Moch. He said, something's wrong here. This isn't the place for me to air it out, but getting frustrated. Moch responded, yeah, man, it's all good. We just can't win with the current roster. Tonight, they made a change to that roster. What is Remy bringing to the table for this squad?
In that game one, Remy was doing a great job breaking hills and holding them for AR. He went, I believe, 37-28 or something around those lines. Him and Spacely just overall pretty much backpacked AR on that map, bringing them to a dominating win. Second map, Remy was stepping up in S&D, giving them that 1v3, which pretty much propelled them the rest of the game.
And Landon, I will let you kick things off as the players look like they might sort it out.
I think we got it. I think we're good to go. I think we're actually good to go, guys. Heading into game number 3, AR obviously up 2-0 overall in the series, looking dominant off the bat. And from what we've even said, before this game even started, we always see that one player really dominate. But just as I say that, two players can go down, as well as Spacely for AR and Ricky for ON, both with the flags early on. Ricky currently in his base as they're looking to get a cap off the bat.
ON had two players OE off the break. I don't know if I agree with that. They did get the pullout, but I mean, AR's in pretty good position to stop this and get the return right now. And it allowed AR to instantly get their flag out on top of it.
Yeah, Ricky just won a really big gunfight, trying to stay alive as his teammates are really just trying to rush in here, trying to guide this Cap in. Should be able to do so. Cap going in there for OpTic Nation off the bat. They're definitely, in the first 50 seconds, if you get a Cap down, you're definitely doing something right. You got to feel 2-0 in their mind. They definitely want to make this one go at least to game 5 is what they're going to have to do. However, Burns off on your screen, currently 4-1, as he's going to have that flag, trying to rush it back. And it looks like he might be able to do so as no player's really contesting, and he just had a really open route. Saint, what really led to that happening? He had no players in front of him.
AR had every cutoff there. They were holding down ice, they were holding down parabol, and they had one player watching the green overextend. I mean, while like two players made it out through the overextend, they were able to hold them off long enough to let Burns get that easy cap.
Just as we say that, Ricky currently with your flag, and he might spot a couple players. He really had a pretty big gunfight coming in that he was able to win. Currently sitting in purple as Moch trying to stop this flag cap from going down. However, Burns off going to come there just in the nick of time, able to escape with that flag, at least for the moment, as a big gunfight going to come in here. And I believe that's going to be, it looks like Miracle's going to be able to grab the kill, and that flag is going to be returned. However, just as we say that, the other one is returned there as well.
Yeah, AR's gonna spawn green here. I want to see them rotate back and get control of their base before they do anything rash. Overextending on this map is usually what loses teams the game. It's very tempting considering how spawn to the other team's flag you spawn, but in the end, rotating back is usually going to be the best choice for your team.
I've seen some really, really aggressive pushes. I've seen Ricky at least grab the flag 3 or 4 times in this first couple of games. We obviously saw him do some work at UMG Cali at the last event, really just grabbing some flags on what I've noticed, at least Ascend, and that's what he's doing right now, currently with that flag, rushing through middle, as he's going to try to grab this, at least try to grab this cap in. A couple players contesting, and that's actually going to be Spacely, who's trying to escape with that flag. Can he get away? as he's just trying to escape. Gonna get shut down. Ricky gonna most likely be able to put this one in if his teammate is able to get the re. However, he's gonna get shut down. Players coming in. Killa gonna win a huge gunfight, and that one's gonna go down there as it looks like OpTic Nation gonna be at 2-1 now.
Even though AR didn't get that stop, that was a good job by them clearing out all the ON members, as it looks like they should be able to get a counter cap here. But as I say that, ON does spawn ice, and they do get the easy kill on Remy as no one else rotated back with him.
Yeah, another player gonna go down there as it's gonna be both flags back in the base. Remy gonna be on your screen, at least for me right now. He's gonna be looking to rush in here toward that turret gun. Decides not to use that one. Pretty smart move. Don't really need to use that one. However, Miracle's on your screen, currently gonna be rocking that flag. Both team members gonna be with him as he's looking to put this one in. You gotta be thinking in the back of OpTic Nation's mind. We need to get this flag down. This could be definitely defining, as it looks like Spacely and the boys from AR trying to get this flag out. Miracle's coming in, but gonna get shut down there. Flag most likely to get returned, and that's exactly what's gonna go down. However, no one really getting beneficial out of that situation.
I mean, Killa made some great plays there to help them get out that flag. He was running circles around the yellow building, picked up 2 kills. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, though, as AR all overextended and no one on ON was there to cut that off.
What's leading to ON's success right now? You know, I've seen them do pretty well so far as Burns gonna grab that flag. You know, they've really had some really strong flag pushes, while they're only up by 1 cap. It looks like Burns is trying to make that level. What is ON doing right now that's really helping them, as I would say, in the lead, but now Burns just kind of like makes me eat my statement. But I guess I could rephrase the question now. What are both teams doing to get their flags in, and like, why are they being able to just rush in their enemy bases?
I mean, this game's pretty much been back and forth. ON barely outslaying AR right now. It's just been a matter of countering flags for the most part. Each team has been getting flags back to the base constantly, but we've been seeing constantly flags getting returned, flags getting capped. It's just a matter of who's going to trade the flag.
Yeah, Mochillik gonna have that flag return. Should have a pretty easy cap in here, and that's exactly what's gonna go down. AR able to take the lead as we're gonna head into the last 30 seconds. We're gonna see a couple of big pushes coming here at the end, as obviously some players want to try to score at that last couple of seconds, and that's actually gonna be Burns off on your screen currently trying to grab that flag. However, you're gonna go and stop that one, and gonna go ahead and return that. 15 seconds left. Most likely not gonna see any more flags go down. However, we're gonna see what Killa can do, as he's gonna have that flag on the board, picks up a huge kill, as he's gonna be on the run.
Who actually does have a chance to get this? Nope. As soon as I say that, he does get killed. And AR will be going into side number 2 with a 3-2 lead, trying to close out this series 3-0.
Yeah, AR looking pretty good, at least so far. A 3-2, at least so far in the first half of this game. Currently up 2-0 overall in the series. Not looking good for ON. What do they have to do to get back into the series, Saint?
ON just needs to keep outslaying AR, but they need to pick up their cuts more cleanly. They've been allowing AR to overextend, which has caused some of the returns. ON's been playing really well. They just need to pick up a few cuts here and there, and they should be able to take this game.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump in. Landon, you and I are going to finish off this game. Saint, I'm going to have you jump back in with me at the start of the uplink. But here we go, side number 2, opening things off with Burns off air. Landon, when you look at this AR squad, really nice pressure that they've applied in the first half. Remy and Burns getting most of that work done. What are you looking for out of Spacely and Moch, though?
You know, they're definitely going to have to clutch up at least a little bit. You know, they're currently down, you know, I mean, they're up a flag. They got to come back and, you know, close this one out. Burns going to be on your screen currently, but he's definitely going to be that one who really does everything for this team. You look at Burns and he grabs the kills as well as he caps the flag. So I'm looking for Burns to go huge in just about every single category, to be honest with you.
And when we're looking at the other side, I've seen lots of pulls. We've seen Killa pull it. We've seen Embos pull it. Ricky has been in the mix a couple of times. They've been able to cap twice, but if you're looking at any one player to really clutch up and clear the way to get to the opposing squad's flag, who's going to be their lead slayer?
Lead slayer, I would normally say probably either Ricky or Killa at times. I think Bo's can also go off, as you know, we're going to see a flag trying to get ready to go in here. Bo's going to almost win that one, but just going to get shut down. But I'm mostly going to be focused on Ricky throughout these CTFs. He's really the main focus for searching, capture the flag. You know, he just really gets in those flags and is able to really push them out. But for ON, I'd probably say I'd probably most likely go with Ricky.
And here we have Remy trying to run a flag for AR. There is an opponent in the base. 2 more flooding from purple. Remy trying to chase it down on his own. Jumping over, gonna land on his head, and he will get the return and the cap. AR taking a 2 flag lead.
Yeah, Remy doing the work. We obviously saw him do really well in that second game of S&D on Drift, and he's really doing some work, especially here in this game. Trying to close this one out with 3 minutes left. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Burns with the flag, trying to just add the nails in the coffin, trying to make this one basically impossible for Owen to come back from. As Burns and Miracles both can be up with the flags. Miracles gonna get almost shut down, but able to pick up one. Can he win this gunfight? Gonna get shut down, and that's gonna be Burns most likely trying to put this last cap in.
All right, circle that shutdown and cross it out twice for me, Landon.
All right.
Here we go. Burns is going to fall, but the flag was scored. Counter cap opportunity. Killa making the run. You can see on the opposite end, the flag pulled by Remy. Remy going to dip that back in red. A chase is going down. Embo's trying to hunt it and will not be able to get to the flag in time. Killa just waiting for the return to score, and you can see the protection phenomenal. Finally, you're going to see Miracles put some pressure on 2 players in the map. That's going to open up a kill opportunity on this flag carrier. Remy, though, doing such a good job of navigating around the map.
Yeah, I really like that play out of Remy. Just trying to escape out of a gunfight, trying to make this one last. Have him at least try to escape with the flag for as long as possible. Ricky trying to pick up a couple kills here through Yellow Tunnel, able to pick up both of them as not looking good for Owen. They're definitely going to have to clutch up and do something here, but it's going to be Ricky currently on your screen trying to do some work here as Bo's currently with the flag, going to be rushing through purple. This is definitely the defining moments of this series if Owen wants to come back.
Owen desperately needing wins this late in the Pro League. Can they finish it off? Embo's flag at home, but there are 3 flags in advantage of this AR squad. Spacely just trying to play for time. You see he's not going anywhere near his base right now, forcing opponents to come to him, make it difficult to return this flag, and Spacely's going to make the move. Getting pretty aggressive here, top green, opponents all over. He's surviving somehow, finally goes down. Can Embos get it in? It looks like the flags are gonna be returned. Big plays back at the base as Moch is gonna get the return in Owen's house. I lost it. Take it, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, Owen really had a good opportunity to make a cap there, to make themselves come back in the game at least a little bit. However, this game really just looks to be over, to be honest with you. But Remy kind of leading in the slang, at least for this team, as well as Burns, doing some work. Burns 3 flag caps, leading in just about every single category for his squad. And AR just really looks strong throughout this entire series. And, I think they really had 1 player at least shine in every single game type so far.
Game's not done yet. You see the flag. It's in the hands of Ricky. Ricky trying to get past 1 player inside the base. That player right behind him was Burns, and Burns with another huge return will go down. My controller's broken. Landon, take it away.
Yeah, Burns went just massive there at the end. That could have been a defining cap in this game. However, he was able to clutch up and able to grab that kill. Who was Ricky? Like I said, Ricky going to be that guy who's going to grab a lot of the flags for this team. Kill it going to be on your screen currently as he's trying to find some kills, and he's going to get shut down there in the base. This game's going to be over in about 30 seconds. However, it's been over for I'd say like the last minute. AR looking dominant as they're going to get this 3-0 on Owen, able to stay alive. So this is going to be some pretty interesting games coming up for them, especially tonight, as I believe they have 2 more games in the Pro League, like I said, tonight as well. So we're going to see if they can stay alive, and we're going to see if Owen can be able to clutch up and try to see if they can get that final 8.
Huge win coming in from AR. They needed a change. They made that change, bringing Remy into the lineup. Remy going positive in all 3 games, helping them out massively in Search and Destroy. Fantastic flag movement throughout this Bio CTF, and it's AR with a perfect clean sweep over OpTic Nation. The craziest part to me, though, is looking at this slang. OpTic Nation out-killed their opponents. Big game coming from Killa. You see Ricky also right there with a +3. They were also involved with the flags the whole time, but Embos and Miracles unable to drop the objective numbers needed to get the W. When you look at the returns, it was a better game of defense from Burns, Remy, Spacely, and Moch, also putting some in on their own. So Landon, what was it like once you had someone take the pressure off of you a little bit on that second half?
It was good. I like having a person that knows a lot of game knowledge, like Saint does. However, it's kind of nice to have someone that kind of is in your same role style. Kind of takes the pressure off you just a little bit, because you can kind of form sentences in a way and kind of talk about the game. I feel like when I'm listening to Saint, it's like listening to someone just spout off a lot of information, which I love. It's just sometimes it's hard for me to kind of come back from that in certain ways.
Okay, and when you're working with Saint now on this uplink game, it's going to be Saint and I going together for the first half. You're going to get in with him on the second half, or I guess the next hard point that we do. What are you looking for out of your co-caster? What can he do to help you out as a play-by-play caster?
I think honestly he's done really well so far. I'm not taking anything away from Saint by any means, but for me, I would just try to, along with the analysis, kind of form what's talking at the moment. I like personally when casters both have a lot of information, in them have a lot of knowledge of the game, and kind of like pass it off to each other. I feel like I didn't do a very good job of trying to pass it over to him and ask him not like asking him a lot of questions, but kind of leading it into him. But I would just, like maybe a little bit longer of talking, kind of just holding it a little bit and, kind of just leading it in and whatnot. So something like that, probably.
All right, so Saint, that is going to be your test when we go into this next hard point, our next match of the night. Ron is getting it sorted for us. I'm going to have you hold the ball a little bit. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to make you talk a little bit, even when you're uncomfortable. And we'll see if we can ease you into doing a little bit of a mix in between the pure analytical and also a little bit of play-by-play. In the play-by-play stints you've done, Saint, I've been really impressed, my friend. So let's kick that off. Saint, so far, before we let you and I take it away, any thoughts of what Landon could do to make your job easier as an analyst?
I mean, I feel like sometimes he went on a little too long. Like, I had something I wanted to say at some points, but he just, like, kept going on about something and didn't really allow me to say what I wanted to say.
Okay.
So, I mean, he was doing great all around, but just sometimes just shorten up his sentences, because sometimes he just goes on for about, like, 40 seconds when a play happens that I really want to, like, talk about or analyze.
Gotcha. All right, since you're not in person, normally we have a sign under the table. It's either kind of pointing to me, it's like, all right, give me that, I'm ready to talk, or wiggle your finger in a circle, wrap it up. Since you do not have each other next to you, feel free to just kind of butt in against him when you guys are going at it together. But so far, great job from both of you. Team Puckett looking strong tonight, much better than Team Mr. Rex last night, and much better than Team Benson will be tomorrow. But fellas, fantastic stuff. AR shocking me. I know a lot of you guys at home are a little bit shocked as well. AR are gonna have their hands full. They got Prophecy coming up next. OpTic Nation, after this tough loss, will be facing OpTic Gaming. Rise Nation will be playing FaZe at 8:30, TCM versus Justice, and Team Caliber versus Denial. For now, though, we're going to a quick commercial break. We have all your Pro League coverage live all night right here on MLG.TV/ESR.